Right then, we move to the last game of the round then, Dragons versus Sea Eagles. This one probably was one of the more difficult games to pick. The Sea Eagles now are without numerous stars, losing Fanua Blake after his post-time spray there, and now Tanela Paseka comes in. The Dragons, it's got to be said, they're looking better and better with each week, although big change, McInnes into 13, Hunt into 9 to start. That's the first time we've seen that. You tipped that last week. So
I didn't expect to see that so soon. I'll admit, recording this, it's the first time I've seen that team list. I would have thought maybe in a couple of weeks, but not straight away. But Nostradamus, hello, how are you? The thing, I've tipped the Dragons on this one. The thing I think that worries me is that the Dragons played superbly for 20 minutes last week against the Raiders. By the time that the game was probably done and dusted at 22-zip. The Dragons did superbly well to get it back to 22-16. I applaud Matt Duffy and Zach Lomax for helping me out with my multi. But it's tough. Now, you have Croker in the 6 for Manly. I would not be too surprised if we see Cust come into the 6 and Croker to the bench. Cade Cust has been one of Manly's best players over the last 2 weeks since coming into this side. And arguably, if he goes to another club next year, now, I haven't heard rumours, I'm not going to start a rumour, but if he goes somewhere that's not Manly next year, he could very well start in the 6. Warriors. Sorry, bad cough. Like I said, I'm going the Dragons. For me, this was the toughest one to pick. But I need to study the betting markets before I offer up a tip. So, Matthew?
Yeah, I mean, the Dragons, what worries me about the Sea Eagles is you look at their team. On paper, you look at the Dragons and you go, the Dragons have a better team, they win. The Sea Eagles somehow every single week turn up and just cause countless headaches for teams. I mean, that Sea Eagles side last week should not have run a Newcastle side of that quality that close. It just shouldn't have happened. And it worries me, that ability to keep on turning up. So, and against a team like the Dragons that are down on confidence and looking a little bit ropey in spots, that the Sea Eagles definitely could sneak a win, which is a real worry. But I'm gonna have to back the Dragons this week. The Hunt McInnes combination's working flawlessly. The centres are making meters and scoring tries. I mean, Pereira's back in for Saab. Thank God. I mean, Saab, that experiment didn't work out. Let the kid go at the end of the season. If he's saying, "Oh, I've got offers lined up elsewhere," just off you go then, pal. Don't you worry about it. The forward pack, I mean, they've had to bring in Boyle now because Paseka comes in to start for adding Fanua Blake. Fanua Blake's good for 250 metres a game. That's a huge deficit to try and fill. And Paseka's an impact player. He's not a starting player. So, I mean, for those reasons, I am going to have to lean towards the Dragons. That's not to Manly's discredit, because I still think that they will run them close. I still think that Manly will turn up and create issues, but I just don't see them winning this one. So I'm gonna say any team 1 to 12, or at least Dragons. If you're feeling you want a bit of safety, but Dragons 1 to 12 for me is the bet on this one. It's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be a close run thing. The Dragons, I think, take it in the last 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going with you on the safety there. Any time, or either team 1 to 12 at $1.57. This has the potential to be a converted try game, so I'm more than happy to take that. The Dragons have looked really good in the last 20 minutes. The last couple of weeks. That is the only concern for me. Dragon. Oh, never mind. I'm changing that. I am changing that, ladies and gentlemen. Hold the phone. we are going the Dragons, at least from a money standpoint. Dragons plus 4.5 is $1.64 for a little bit more value there. Either team 1-12, again, if you want to play it safe, because I do think that is a fair shout. But in terms of a bit of value, Dragons plus 4.5 at $1.64, I'm going to jump on that.
Yeah, that's a decent shout, is that? Well, that is all the games summed up so far. That is all the lineups gone through, all the team lists reviewed. We'll just have to wait and see how this one plays out. But it's going to be a very close week. Expect a few multis to go down. Expect a few tight games and a few very close run affairs. I'm looking forward to this week. It's going to be a good week of rugby league. But thanks for joining us again. If you're enjoying the content, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and join us on Monday morning for the round review, and we'll let you know how we went on. Thanks for coming.